I learned this from a man. There are different kind of people in the world. In life, there are those who don't know. And they don't know that they don't know. They are like children. And what do you do for children? You nurture them. You encourage them. And there are those who don't know. And they know that they don't know, but they are willing. You teach them. And you have those who don't know, but they think that they know. They are dangerous. Avoid them. Then you have those who know, but they don't know that they know. They are asleep. Wake them. And there are also those who know, and they know that they know. Don't follow them. Because if they know, they will not have you follow them. But you can listen to them. Listen to them because in listening to them, you just might hear something that will remind you of what you already know. I'm starting with the man in the mirror. Oh yeah, I'm asking him to change his ways. No message could have been any clearer. If you want to make the world a better place, take a look at yourself and then make the change. Na 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 na. Oh yeah. A man sees in the world what he carries in his heart. See, self-awareness is something that I am deeply passionate about. And that's because I believe that in self-awareness or in awareness lies freedom. Because to be aware is to know. And to know is to be aware. It doesn't matter what you know about the world. If you do not know yourself, what you know about the world will serve you no purpose. To be aware is to know. So to be self-aware is to have knowledge of oneself, a deeper knowledge, a deeper understanding of oneself. And the more you become aware of yourself, the more freedom you begin to walk in, the more the things that have hold on you, see the way that you think about yourself, certain things that you believe, certain things that triggers you, the more these things lose hold on you. They lose hold and their power over you. You shall know the truth, and the truth shall set you free. But for you to walk in self-awareness or come to the place where you are aware, you have to slow down and start finding love in spending time with yourself. Start finding love in your own company. And the more you become self-aware, the more you know about yourself. You see, now you have a place from which you can interact with the outside world, a place of calm. To know yourself and be aware is a place where you can interact with the outside world from a place of observe, then interact, instead of a place where your first and initial response is always to react. So self-awareness calms you down instead of running around like a headless chicken. Have you ever seen a headless chicken? A headless chicken, it runs everywhere, but that's not you. That's not who you want to be. Sometimes we say, that person really knows how to push my button. Like we are some powerless, helpless remote controls. But nobody can push buttons you don't give them. But this is because we do not know. We have no idea what the buttons that are really being pushed are. Oh, they really know how to push my buttons. Like they have some magical powers over your emotions. But buttons only work when they are connected to something. Now stay with me. You see, those buttons, the buttons that actually makes us feel like we are the remote controls, helpless. Those buttons are our wounds, traumas that we carry, or values violated from your past. So when someone pushes your button, they are showing you where you need healing. So when you have someone in your life, maybe a coworker or a friend who always make joke or be sarcastic towards you, and this always sets you off, instead of automatically reacting, pause and ask, what is this really about? Maybe it reminds you of a group of friends or when you were younger and they would always make fun of you, some people that bullied you and it made you feel like you were not really valued. Or maybe it reminds you of your parents who were very critical about you. And so you begin to realize that the reason why you felt that type of way that led you to always respond or react the way that you've always reacted was because now you feel like you have to prove something to yourself. Because now you have to show that, oh, I'm no longer that person that they used to make fun of. And when you ask yourself this question, suddenly your coworker is no longer pushing your buttons, but revealing them to you. So when you stop being a remote control, which is helpless, which only react to the person pressing it, you become the operator of your own emotional state. And now nobody gets to decide how you feel except you. Think about somebody that triggers you the most, your biggest trigger. This person just know how to say the right word to get me going. What they are saying has nothing to do with them but you. That's giving you information that you are not willing to receive the feeling of anger, and which is what it is. It's a feeling. And sometimes we think that this feeling is an invitation for us to react. But the feeling of anger, like pain, is a warning. If anything, it's an invitation, not invitation to give in to your anger, but an invitation to give attention to what's causing the anger. But I understand not everybody wants to be free. Understand, sometimes it's easier to give into that emotion. And sometimes most people say unforgiveness is like drinking poison and hoping for the other person to be hurt. But I think the thing with anger is, anger doesn't just ruin the person who carries it. It has the potential as well, if that person gave into it, to also affect the people who are outside of that person. Think about the anger that we carry. And from this anger give birth to hate. You know when someone says something to you, and what they say ruins your entire day, ruins your whole day. Do you realize that that feeling only lasts for 90 seconds unless you keep feeding it? The stress chemical that causes anger flushes out of your system in exactly 90 seconds. But we keep anger alive by replaying the story and rehearsing our comeback. Oh man, I should have said this. Oh, I should have done this. And the more that you think about it, and I'm speaking from experience, the more you think about what was said to you and what you should have said or what you should have done, the more angry you become. And now you're angry for the whole day. You are driving and somebody cut you off. The stress hormone floods into your system for 90 seconds. But then you start the story. What an idiot. People like this shouldn't, where did you get your license from? And all of a sudden you're still angry for 20 to 30 minutes. But when you realize the 90-second rule, when you realize that just give it 90 seconds, don't even dwell on that. And now you begin to realize you have a choice, and that is what is called a choice point. So you can let this chemical flush out naturally, or you can feed the fire. We all know people who stay calm no matter what. They are not superhuman. They just operate out of certain truth. See, they know themselves. You can't bring them out of who they are. You can't get them to act outside of who they are. We know these people, and we know sometimes we see some people and they do something there and we're like, man, that's not you, man. And we should know and understand that anger is an emotion. This emotion is like a guard. It shows up to protect you when you feel shame, when you're hurt, when you are in fear. When someone criticizes you and you get angry, you're not really angry, you're hurt. I'm speaking from experience. And I know that if I have felt it, then there are other people out there just like me. You're hurt. You're hurt that they don't see your value. You're hurt that they don't see what it is that you're actually trying to do. You're hurt that they are not receiving the message that you're trying to get across the way that you want it to be received. So you get angry. But instead of you taking a pause and observing that hurt, you react to the anger that arises. And anger feels safer than vulnerability. So anger would always want to be the spokesperson in the places where you're supposed to be vulnerable. See, when you're hurt because somebody is criticizing you for something, and anger always wants to show its, rear its head. So you feel like, oh, this person is criticizing me. And so you get angry because that is safer than you being vulnerable in that moment. You're in a relationship and you feel good about yourself. And somebody forgets an anniversary or birthday and you explode in anger. But underneath that anger is hurt. Hurt that they do not see you. Hurt that you're not valued for them to remember. And you ask them, do I not matter to you? Listen, when you address the hurt, instead of expressing the anger, real change happens. I felt forgotten gets a very different response than you never remember anything. Listen, I'm telling you this from experience. I learned this from a man. There are different kind of people in the world. In life, there are those who don't know. And they don't know that they don't know. They are like children. And what do you do for children? You nurture them. You encourage them. And there are those who don't know. And they know that they don't know, but they are willing. You teach them. And you have those who don't know, but they think that they know. They are dangerous. Avoid them. Then you have those who know, but they don't know that they know. They are asleep. Wake them. And there are also those who know, and they know that they know. Don't follow them. Because if they know, they will not have you follow them. But you can listen to them. Listen to them because in listening to them, you just might hear something that will remind you of what you already know. So some people will listen to this and say, oh, and what is bro talking about? Bro don't know what he's talking about. I'm not talking to you. No, you can live your life in your ignorance and all the pains that comes with that. You don't have to. But who am I to go against your choice? Who am I to go against your free will? But I digress. Back to the normal course of event. When you learn to address the emotions underneath anger, whether it's hurt, shame, or fear, then you can begin to address the real issue. Vulnerability heals. Anger just creates more distance. See, when you hurt and you admit to your hurt, you're being vulnerable. When you admit to your shame and to your fears, you're being vulnerable. And that's where healing comes, because then you can deal with the real issue, not the anger that always want to be in charge, that always want to be the spokesperson for our vulnerabilities. And this is my challenge to you. Reflect on the last time that you were angry for real. Your big anger episode. What was the vulnerable emotion hiding underneath that anger? And if you're watching, I just want to thank you. I really hope this video find its right audience. People who really need it. And if you watch to this point, I have to believe that this video in some way kind of resonates with you. And I want you to know, I'm really rooting for you in your journey. So if you can, leave me a like on this video so YouTube can push it to more people that this can be helpful to. And leave your thoughts in the comments. What you agree with, what you disagree with, or something that you feel like you want to add to the conversation. Thank you guys.